Jabmeister, Jabelmania, the Jabsters, Jablonski, Bill, the Billster, the Billmeister, Barnacle Bill, Dollar Bill, Spymaster Bill. Distinguished faculty, honored and proud parents and guests, and most especially, class of 1992. It is an honor to be here this evening. I understand that Coach Van Cleve was originally scheduled to make this speech, but they were unable to get an auditorium for the entire weekend. Maclay School is very special to me. It is the institution that graduated all three of my children. But more important, it is the institution that employs my wife. Therefore, I take this opportunity to proclaim publicly my love for Teresa Combs. She signs the checks. And these graduating seniors are special to me. They are the only ones that ever asked me to speak. Obviously, none of them heard me at the athletic banquet that night. This has been a pretty good class. Sure, they put some chickens in the senior shack, but nobody had to take a lie detector test or anything like that. There are 65 graduates, 64 seniors, and 1 junior. Why is Sophie leaving 1 year early? She can't stand the food in the dining hall. Too bad you're all graduating this year. Next year, we're contracting with a new caterer for the dining hall. Obrecht's Country Sausage. This class has 13 charter members and the largest number of foreign exchange students, 5 I believe, to ever graduate from Maclay. In retaliation, Bill Jablon plans to send all the Mahoney kids overseas next year. Speaking of whom, do you realize that Jason and Josh Mahoney are the only 2 brothers elected as back-to-back senior class presidents at Maclay? It's the law of averages. You have enough kids, 2 of them will be back-to-back presidents. And it's been a good year athletically. None of the coaches were fired, and only 1 was suspended. Do you realize that the baseball team had 3 coaches? 2 of them were Ashcroft. And there are 3 graduating seniors on the girls' basketball team. All 3 were approached about playing college ball. 2 of them accepted scholarships. Not a bad percentage. On the other hand, the graduating members of the boys' team have all applied for jobs at Applebee's. And we are losing 3 valued teachers this year. Elaine Hogan, Sandra Wiley, and Nancy Rambo are off to new endeavors. They too want to get away from the food in the dining hall. All told, we have 65 graduates who next year will be attending a total of 30 colleges and universities throughout the nation, except for the 12 who will be enrolled at the University of Florida. They didn't want to go to college. To be slightly more serious for just a moment, I am honored to be here. Maclay is important to me. Thank you for asking me. It's been a joy for me over the years watching you grow and prosper in the Maclay environment. And because I know you so well, and you know me so well, it seems a little pompous, indeed preposterous, for me to declaim to you in the traditional commencement manner. After all, it's hard to take a man seriously when you've watched him for years yelling at basketball officials or screaming for blood in the gym at North Florida Christian. But those basketball officials in that postseason game deserved it. And so did those guys in Paxton. But I do have some thoughts to share with you before I close, and I will be mercifully brief. And I think at this point, I am also speaking on behalf of those in the audience who love you so much. You are wonderful young people, and you have so much ahead of you. All of us have heard commencement speakers challenge you to make something of yourself, realize your fullest potential, make a difference in this world, and so on. And we want you to do that, and more. But most of all, because we love you, we want you to remember to be happy and to know the difference between pleasure and happiness. For pleasure comes from without, happiness comes from within. And don't forget that there is probably no such thing as perfect happiness, because we live in an imperfect world. And if you have achieved perfect happiness, you may be an idiot. And finally, remember that the largest part of happiness is how you feel about yourself. How can you feel good about yourself? I don't know the total answer. It's pretty complex. But here are some simple clues that I've picked up along the way, which will make more sense to you, probably, as the years roll on. Please remember, work hard, be kind, always seek the truth, tell the truth, and be willing to accept the truth. Appreciate the little things in life, and eat some soup. It's good for you. One final comment. You kids have been fortunate to attend this school. As the years go by, you will become increasingly grateful for this experience. You have had teachers and coaches and staff that truly care for your personal well-being and your intellectual development. And a headmaster that not only wants to know how you're doing in school, he wants to know when you went to bed last night, what you had for breakfast, what movies you are seeing, when you brush your teeth, and on and on and on. You will cherish the memory of those that shaped your experience here. And you'll come back to see them. And when you do, you'll drop in and you'll visit with Bill and Rob. And they'll still be here. They love the food in the dining hall. Thank you again. God bless each of you. And Mr. Mahoney, I'll see you in Campbell Stadium next fall.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.